Alrighty, folks, good evening. Welcome to DuePoint. Make sure your cell phones are off, please, or not off. You can put them on silent, of course. Put them on silent. I'm going to be spending the next 35 minutes with you or so. Good evening to all our live streamers out there on YouTube. My name is Rob van der Bijl. I'm one of the executives here at DuePoint. I'm going to be spending, as I said, about 35 minutes with you. If you have any questions throughout the presentation, reserve those until we are finished with the presentation. I'm sure someone is hosting you, so go speak to that person that's been kind enough to introduce you to DuePoint. If you're on the live stream, we've got Bridget on our live stream, not my wife, the other Bridget, the one that works here in client service. And she can answer any questions that you might have over the live stream. So let's begin. You are here at DuePoint's head office. We are a division of another company, however, called Constantia Insurance Company Limited. So we're part of a greater business. Constantia is a registered insurance company. We have been around for nearly 70 years, so we are a very well-established business. I will touch on them a bit further towards the end of the presentation. But DuePoint is fairly new. We were launched in February 2016. That's almost 4 years and a few weeks ago. That's how long our doors have been open to members of the public. We decided to found this company, or at least this division, when we came together and decided that we wanted to create a business that created social impact in South Africa. We wanted a business that allowed people to empower themselves. We wanted a business that was a solution in our beautiful country. And so we created this division called DuePoint. And I hope that over the next 35 minutes, I'm able to give you enough information so that you can see whether this business is going to answer the questions that you have. Not the questions that you want to ask about the business, the questions you have in life. Those big questions, right? Because we want this business to be a driver, a vehicle to create financial impact in your life. And that's why you're here this evening. That's why you're watching this. What is it? Tuesday night in Bryanston. Why are we here? Why are we here? Why are you not at home with your children? You want money. Not you want money. You need money. We need it. We need it at the moment. If our day jobs did everything that we needed them to do, if the economy was 100% number one, you wouldn't be here this evening. Right? We're here out of necessity. But don't worry, we're going to have a good time on this journey anyway. You don't have to look so depressed this evening. Go have some free coffee, some free tea. Maybe if you ask me nicely, I'll even organize you biscuits. But we're here for the money, right? And that's the question that this business wants to answer, right? So I hope this becomes evident to you. How have we done this? We've created a business very much centered around what we call social entrepreneurship. We have opened our doors to all South Africans. We want the social impact that we have aspirations of achieving being achieved in every single corner of South Africa. This business you can take to every single corner of South Africa, right? I'm going to show you how that's done. And so our mandate together, because this presentation is an invitation to come join us, to come partner with us here in this business, in entrepreneurship. And so our mandate together becomes that we have to create a greater business. Why? Because only a greater business will have the social impact that we want to achieve. And so what our mandate actually is to create better channels of distribution. I will show you what a channel of distribution looks like, but it is simply done by you introducing more people to DuePoint. That's as simple as it happens. The same way you were introduced to DuePoint, right? If you can go do that, if you can go and introduce other people to DuePoint, well, you get to share in the benefits of this wealth creation system that we have formed here at DuePoint. So the benefits of which, I'm going to go through all the benefits. Number one, you get to create additional income for yourself. The nature of the income is recurring. This is because you get to create an asset here at DuePoint. And the asset is what pays you every single month, not your activity. Your day jobs pay you for activity. This is a problem. Why? Because if you're not active, then you don't earn anything. And that's why you're here this evening, right? Because we are fearful at the moment. All these R words, retrenchment, retirement, or unemployment, right? All these issues that we face have forced the necessity upon us to go look for something. This business doesn't pay you for activity. This is not a commission-based business. It's not a sales-based business. It's a business where you have opportunity to build a stake for yourself in an insurance company. Who would like to be a shareholder of an insurance company that pays you every single month? That's what our business is about. That's what entrepreneurship is about. Entrepreneurship is about ownership, right? And the beauty of that is that you get to get paid every single month regardless of activity. This business can grow while you're sleeping. This business will pay you while you're sleeping. Now you might be thinking, oh, that's a scam. Right? Don't worry, we're only in the first minute of the presentation. Everything is going to become evident for you shortly. We allow you the power of duplication. So in other words, we allow you the benefit of building a team around you that can help you build a channel of distribution, that help you build a greater stake in this insurance company much faster than you can on your own. And so you had liberty to go connect all these good people around you that can help you build this channel. It means that your income can increase every single month. Right? So this month we had a special on wealth engineers who have doubled their income every single month. Imagine giving yourself a 100% raise every single month. The wealth engineers in our business did that for the last 6 months. Go look at them on YouTube. We've been loading their videos, their interviews up on YouTube. Right? These individuals, some in Centurion, some all over the places in South Africa. It doesn't matter whether you're in an urban area or a rural area. It doesn't matter. You can build this business from anywhere and enjoy the power of duplication, which means your income can grow every single month. Our business is very flexible in the fact that we have invested heavily in technology. Technology allows you to build your channel of distribution from anywhere in the country. Like I said, urban, rural, it doesn't matter if you're extroverted, introverted, it doesn't matter if you want to stay at home in your box. You can stay at home in your box and still build this business successfully. Some of our fastest growing channels are people doing it from home, right? Over social media, over WhatsApp. It is up to you to decide how you want to build this business. Our business is very much about wealth creation, but at the same time, always wealth protection at the same time. So when I introduce you to our products, you will see our products speak to wealth protection, protecting the wealth that we've created, protecting our legacy, our livelihood. Perhaps not for our sake, but perhaps for the sake of our children, our spouses, the generations to come. We have a legal access service and a medical service. One day I've got to add that medical service onto the line there. 2 free services for all our wealth engineers. You basically get access to a lawyer and a medical practitioner absolutely free as an active wealth engineer. Absolutely free. You want to find out if you need a prescription? 80% of the time you don't need a prescription. You can phone the doctor, a nurse will speak to you, escalate it to a doctor if need be. You can get medical advice over the phone for absolutely free any time of the day. Who's got children? Young children. Ever panicked at 11 o'clock at night because the kid's coughing like a horse and you don't know what to do and now you must take the kid to casualty? No. Phone the medical line. Right? They've got pediatric nurses that specialize in kids that can give you advice immediately and tell you whether you need to panic or not or what to do. And that's free of charge for every single wealth engineer in our business. And then our business has been purposely designed to be low risk. This is very important for us. Traditionally, if you've ever tried to start your own company or been involved in any form of entrepreneurship, you will know that there's a lot of risk attached to entrepreneurship. Right? You want to start a company. You know it's going to take money and time to start a company. Right? That's just to start it. That doesn't mean you're even profitable yet. In our business, what we've done is we've removed the risk from this proposition. There is no startup costs. There's no upfront fees. There's no boxes of products out there that you're going to go home with, samples that you have to buy. Right? We've designed this business opportunity with little risk. Why? Because I'm telling you the truth when I say to you, we're trying to create a business that creates social impact. That is the solution in our country. How can we bring people in and say, oh, you must buy 10,000 rands worth of stock before you get started? That's not helping people, right? So we've removed the risk from the opportunity. So tonight, you're at liberty to try joining this business. Not try joining, you must join and then try do the business without any fear in your heart. Because there's nothing to lose. There's nothing to lose here, right? There's no qualifications or experience requirements, and you get to build an asset. This is probably one of the most important benefits because what you are building here at DuePoint, the stake that you're building here in this insurance company, your channel of distribution is a legal asset, right? So it's treated as a legal asset. It means you have legal tender over it. What does that mean? Why is that important? Because you're building something that you have ownership over. I'm looking at you because I want to see what you're thinking when I say that, because it hasn't connected with you. Let me put it another way. Why do we spend 45 years working for somebody else? 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. You're going to work for 45 years for somebody else, and still we're in trouble. Everyone looking forward. How many people do you know that are over 65 that don't need to work? Life is so good for them. They're sitting on the beach somewhere. They're retired. They can afford their cost of living for the next 30 years. No one. Maybe DuePoint people. No one, right? So think about it. So why do we invest 8 hours a day working for somebody else, building up someone else's asset when we got nothing to show for it? When we get unemployed, retrenched, we retire, and we need to go look for another job at 65. Why do we do it? Stop doing it. Don't stop doing it. Carry on working, but come do DuePoint as well. Right? Your day job pays for the bills. DuePoint is not about paying for bills. We're about thriving, about enjoying life. Yes, about getting rid of all that risk, so there's no worry. And so building an asset, you get to build something that you own at the end of the day. You can sell your channel of distribution here at DuePoint. Your channel of distribution will never retrench you. Never. Never. When you get to retirement, DuePoint is not going to stop paying you. It's never going to stop paying you. Think about that for a second. It's never going to stop paying you. DuePoint doesn't pay you for activity. We don't pay you for activity. We pay you for the channel that you build, right? I'll show you what a channel looks like so it'll make more sense to you. And then finally, there's no selling involved here at DuePoint. No selling! Does that confuse you? What are we doing here if we're not selling? What are we doing? You are going out and connecting other people to the opportunity. That's all you're doing. You're just sharing good news. You're saying to someone, you're complaining about the price of petrol. Sure. Have you seen what the JC has done this last week? Oh my goodness. My wife works for Anglo American. Sasol's shares, my wife says Sasol's shares have dropped by 60%. 60% in a week. I couldn't believe that. I must go check it. I still don't believe it. Anglo's dropped. BHP Billiton, these massive companies, just dropped in shares because of coronavirus and the low oil price. That's why. These things are out of our control. At DuePoint, we're trying to give you control back. To say, stop worrying about all these external factors. Come do work for yourself in this business. We've got channels that are growing in this economy. The economy is going like this. DuePoint Wealth Engineer channels are going like that. That is what the invitation is. Without the need to sell. Just to go tell people there is an opportunity. Come look. Not to convince them to join, to convince them to come sit down for 35 minutes. That's all you have to do. Come look. I'm not convincing you. Come look and decide for yourself. That's all you have to do. Right? And because we have this digital distribution platform, it means we can do everything online. There's a mobile app on your phone that you use to build your channel. That's why I say you don't have to go out and speak to people. You don't have to go get coronavirus speaking to people. You can stay at home and do this business successfully, right? Like I said, we've got massive channels growing extremely fast. They're doing everything from social media, from it. They're not going to get coronavirus. This business is straightforward to do. Our products are financial. They're intangible. Like I said, there's no boxes. There's no samples. Who's been in the business of boxes? You can put your hand up. Don't be shy. Who's been in the business of boxes? Huh? What a pain, man. You probably still have boxes at home, expired, in the garage. We don't have that inconvenience. It is 2020. The days of boxes are over, right? Come look at a business that is pushing into technology. We are ahead of the curve here at DuePoint, right? Why? Because we want to be and we push. We spent 6 million rand on IT last year. Think about that. Not our business, not Constantia, this division. This division spent 6 million on IT development. Why? So that all our wealth engineers can do business any time of the day, anywhere in the country. Coronavirus, no coronavirus. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right? We all laugh. We see the panic start to set in when we're all hiding at home. I'm not trying to cause panic. What does a channel of distribution look like? How does it begin? Right? How do you grow a channel of distribution? This is the big question because this is where your wealth lies. It begins with you. First, you have to decide, yes, I want to be a wealth engineer in this business, DuePoint. I want to get started, I want to join, I become a product owner, but most importantly, I am willing to go out and talk to people about this business non-stop, right? And when you speak to people, people will join this business. They will, statistically. It doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you've got a stutter, if you're an introvert, whether you're very ugly and your mom gave you away when you were very young. It doesn't matter. If you tell people about this business, people will join, right? And in this example, we've got 5 people that have joined the business. Just 5. Those 5 have joined for the same reason you joined. They are going to help you build your channel because they are also going to go out and introduce people. That is the organic growth that we allow you, the power of duplication. This is leverage. This is gearing. This is how your income can grow and grow and grow and grow and grow every single day. Like I said, those wealth engineers we showcased this month, their incomes have gone up exponentially every single month. Imagine your income went up every single month. When has that happened in our day jobs? Never. Some of us even sitting 4 or 5 years waiting for a raise in our salaries, only annually. Then we get 3%. We must be happy. No. Stop depending on your employer. They're going to let you down. Stop depending on salary. It's going to let you down, right? I hope you're here looking at this business before you need this business. That's my hope, right? But it doesn't matter. If you need it, it's here for you. So that is what a channel of distribution looks like. How do we pay our wealth engineers? In the middle of every single month, all our qualified wealth engineers get paid. All of them. We have paid for the last 4 years, not 1 cent short. In the last 4 years, so if we go back to, when was it? October, November, we had already paid out 21.6 million rand. How much do you want of that? That number is growing, right? That is the share that we pay out to our wealth engineers who help us build this business. How do we pay? How do we calculate? It's based on this table. It's very straightforward. Anyone you introduce personally to DuePoint falls on your first point, right? People on your first point, product on your first point, allows you to earn 55 Rand for every product every month. It's recurring income. It's every month. It's not once-off income. It's recurring income. You connect 10 people, you're going to be earning 550 Rand a month. That's 6,000 a year. Go connect 10 people. That's 6,000 a year. Those people go out and connect people on your second point. On your second point, again, you earn 55 Rand for every product. Go connect 100 people. That's 5,500 a month. That's 60,000 a year. Just 100 people, right? I've got 2,000 friends on Facebook. Can't catch coronavirus from people on Facebook. Go speak to people. Speak to them. Doesn't matter how you speak to them. Those people connect people on the third point connects people on the fourth point, and then you see the product gets further away from you. The further away it gets, the multiplier drops. By point 8, you're earning 4% to 27.50, but we don't limit you there. Entrepreneurship is not limited. If I go start a business, my own company, there's no limitation placed on it. No one says this is the limit that you have. In this business, you're part of entrepreneurship. There's no limit. You can build your channel as big as you want. You can earn as much as you want. We will not place any limit. We don't reset anything. The sky is the limit for you. And beyond, right? We will carry on paying. You see that little plus sign next to the 8? We will carry on paying 4% of 27.50 from point 8 in theory to infinity. There's absolutely no limit. How big a business? How many people do you think you can introduce to this business in 40 years? That sounds like a long commitment. Who's been married for 40 years? No one. See, now I'm talking about a commitment longer than marriage. It starts at month 1. It just starts at month 1, right? What can you do in the short term? So this is a 60-month journey I'm going to show you. This is someone, right, this whole journey here, 60 months, 5 years. This is someone who's connected 2 people every single month onto their first point. So personal introductions. They've introduced 2 people successfully every single month. After 6 months, you should be earning around 2,500 Rand a month. Right? After 12 months of doing that, you're going to be close to 9,000 Rand a month. The number gets exponential. Why? Because you've got organic growth. You've got power of duplication in your business. After 2 years in the business, you're going to be close to 30,000 Rand a month. 3 years in the business, 50,000 Rand a month. 4 years in the business, you're going to probably be close to 70,000 Rand a month, and then 5 years in the business, you're going to be close to 85,000 Rand a month. We have got thousands of people joining this business every single month. Everybody is different. Everyone's different. You get to choose what you want from DuePoint. Why? Because I don't look at your application when you join. It's electronic. It gets approved electronically. It goes through the system. You're a wealth engineer. Start going. You start building. I don't see what you're building. The system is identical, without discrimination, for every single person. Not like your job. Your job, that person's looked at your CV. Already when they looked at your CV, they said, there's spelling mistakes. How did they make the CV? Maybe you dropped it off at the reception. There's a print of tomato sauce on the CV. All these things. The boss doesn't like you, or you're in a position where there's lots of competitiveness. You don't like the division you're in, the department. There's only one toilet. There's 10 of you in the office. All these problems with employment. We don't have that. We don't have that. You're at liberty to decide how much you want out of this business. Decide what you want. Are you the 1,000 Rand a month person, the 10,000 Rand a month person, or the 100,000 Rand a month person? Which one do you want? It is up to you. I don't care if you want the 1,000. If you want the 1,000, go for the 1,000. If you want the 100,000, go for the 100,000. There is nothing stopping you. That is my point. There is nothing stopping you. Only the person looking back at you in the mirror. That's the one you've got to be careful about. That's a sneaky one. Right? Whispers in your head sometimes. Tells you, no. You've had a tough day. Don't talk to anyone about your point. No. Do what you want out of this business, right? Because it pays off without the risk. Our XP rewards program that basically rewards you with all kinds of things, tools, holidays, cars, big cash checks. I think our biggest payout to a single wealth engineer a month was 175,000 in a single month. 175,000, right? How does the rewards program work? When your channel gets to certain sizes, we call them ranks. And when you hit these ranks, there are tools waiting for you. Rank 5, business toolkit value at 12 Rand. DuePoint merchandise. Rank 7, we get you very fancy business cards. Look at the big smiles of these people getting their rank 7 business cards. Why? Because those business cards cost us 17,000 Rand to manufacture. 17,000 Rand! There's an old man in Cape Town that does them. You know the Bibles in the old days had the gold gilding on the pages? Do they still do that? I don't know if they still do that. Right? That's the process. There's no ink on these business cards. There's only gold. Why? Because when you give someone a gold business card, they listen to you. Because no one else has gold business cards. Not even my wife's boss. Not even the CEO of Anglo American. He's got 350 Rand business cards. You will have 17,000 Rand business cards. It makes an impression. It will help you build your channel way faster and more successfully. Rank 9, we take you and your family to our Rank 9 International Conference. You and your family, not once, every single year for the rest of your life. You get to experience a week of what it feels like to be a millionaire, not a Rand millionaire. Rand millionaire is nothing. You can buy a GTI for R1 million today, right? You want to be a dollar millionaire. How much do you think a dollar millionaire spends on a hotel per night? 25,000 Rand a night? That's how much we spend on you. 25,000 Rand a night for you and your family. All expenses paid. We send the car to pick you up at your house. You leave your wallet behind. You bring your costume, your Speedo, whatever you need. You don't need your credit card. You don't need money. We pay for everything. Business class flights only. Even if your kid's 2 years old, your kid's going to sit in business class, the 2-year-old, while the poor people come past and give him snake eyes. How can a 2-year-old sit in business class? Through DuePoint, they do. So take a look. This is some documented footage that we've taken while we've been in Mauritius. It's our last 3 trips. We're about to go on our 4th trip. You're all invited. How does that look? Oh. Lights, camera, action. You're all invited to that. Every single wealth engineer. Every single wealth engineer. That is the small holiday, rank 9. 2 ranks later, we spend R250,000 rand buying you a brand new car. Guess what happened this month? We've got new rank 11s this month. We had new rank 11s in December. We've got new rank 11s this month. They get to go to the dealership, take delivery of a car. The dealer says to you, DuePoint paid cash for the car. That's paid for. No T's and C's, no stickers on the car, no you got to do this. The car's yours. Brand new, paid off, in your garage, no debit order. Our rewards program goes up to rank 28. We're only at rank 11. So wealth engineers have done this in 24 months. In 24 months. The record to rank 9 is 5 months. Guys, we're talking about a short journey. I'm only showing you a snapshot of 5 years. We've got students going to university for 5 years that can't find a job. And they've got to pay. We've got to refocus, reprioritize. Our DuePoint product range. Our products are designed with the same principles that a business is designed. Wealth creation, wealth protection, no discrimination. Equal opportunity for everyone to get involved in wealth creation and wealth protection. Access Wealth is our investment and insurance product. So it's an investment product and an insurance product rolled into one. It's going to cost you as little as 334 Rand. 100 Rand gets invested into a tax-free investment fund every single month. You get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident death cover. Right? Second product, Wealth Guard. Only 249 Rand. It is 1 million Rands worth of personal accident death cover. Anyone over the age of 18 can take out these products. The price doesn't change. When you get older, the price doesn't go up. When you come with your diabetes, with your this, with your that, with your COVID-19 virus, the price doesn't go up, right? We cover everybody, everybody. The price is the same for everyone over the age of 18. Family Wealth is our funeral plan product. Starts at 299, gives you 20,000 Rands worth of funeral cover, covers up to 5 additional family members. You get 10,000 Rands worth of additional liability protection. So any debt that you have upon your death, we'll pay out 10,000 Rand toward that. This does have an age limit, 70. But once you join, so if you join at 69, it becomes whole of life. We will cover you till the day you die. You can live to 150. We'll still cover you, right? But you have to join before the age of 70. And then we've got Legal Guard. Legal Guard is legal indemnity to the value of 250,000 Rand per matter that you might face, right? It comes with a host of other legal services. So if anyone gives you trouble, you've got a lawyer at your disposal 24 hours a day with 250,000 Rand per matter that you might face. Right? This is becoming one of our most popular products, Legal Guard. I don't know if our wealth engineers have got lots of legal problems, that so many are taking out Legal Guard. But that's wonderful indemnity because it allows you not to worry about those things. Right? Then we've got Wealth Points. Wealth Points is our Buyers Club program. This product, we have partnered with a host of partners. So we've got partners like Mazda, Mahindra, Ford, Celsey, ShopRite, Checkers. We've got a whole host of partners. We've negotiated discounts with them and services which all our Wealth Points members enjoy. So we've got Zacchaeus out in Mpumalanga, in Nelspruit, Bombela. He went to Eagle Ford. They gave him a 40,000 Rand discount and they delivered the car to his doorstep in Bombela. They drove it there for him. That's a perfect example of the discounts you receive and the service, right? So that's through Wealth Points. The 2 free services, I mentioned these in the benefits. We've got legal access and medical. That is a lawyer at your disposal 24 hours a day. And then medical, which is a medical practitioner available to you also 24 hours a day. That's for free for all our wealth engineers. Absolutely free. You pay nothing for that. Go watch the training videos. I don't want to call them training videos. They're not training videos. They're information videos on the products, right? I've gone over the products very quickly. I want you to appreciate the value you're getting with the products that you have, right? DuePoint is not only about the income. We have got 6, 7 benefits that all our wealth engineers get. You get the ability to make income. You've got wealth creation, wealth protection benefits in the product. You've got the free lawyer and the free medical practitioner at your disposal. You've got the option of ranking up in the rewards program. There's cars and holidays and all kinds of things. You've got annuity income that you're creating, and you've got bonuses, which I'm going to talk about shortly. right? You've got all of that, the Achiever Quest. These are the bonuses. This is a monthly incentive that we run. You don't have to wait for your channel. Remember I said you went and got connected 10 people. 10 people will afford you 550 Rand a month, right? 55 Rand times 10. But if you do 10 in a month, in 1 month, if you do 10 in 1 month, we'll give you a bonus of 5,000 Rand. 5,000 Rand on top of your monthly return. For new people, we've got the new Early Achiever Quest. So if you're brand new, your first 6 months, if you can get 5 people, we'll give you 1,000 Rand reward. If you do 20 people, you get 10,000 Rand. If you do 30 people, you get 15,000 Rand. Right? We've got wealth engineers all over the country that are just getting these big checks every single month. You see them in our mailer that goes out. Big cash checks that's available for every single wealth engineer. A little bit of background on our business. I want you to go do your homework on our business. Who arrived here thinking we were skeptical? When I said that word scam, I saw a couple of people nodding. Worried. Worried! It's perfectly fine to be worried. You know what I did recently? I went and liked the Financial Conduct Authority of South Africa, the FSCA's Facebook page. I went and liked their Facebook page. Can I tell you, nearly every single day, they send out a warning about a business that is a scam. Nearly every single day. Beware of this business. Beware of this business. Every single day coming out of their Facebook. So I'm not surprised that people would arrive here worried. How many people have lost money to these businesses? Right? Don't let me stand up here and tell you that we're a trustworthy business. Go figure it out yourself. Do not be lazy. If your money depends on it, do not be lazy. I want you to go to the DuePoint site. Go look through the DuePoint site. Tell me if you feel a bit worried when you go through the website. Go look at the founders. Go to the Constantia site. Go look at their 70-year track record. Go to Conduit Capital's website, right? That's the company we are listed under. We are a publicly listed business. We are audited publicly every single year. Not to mention regulated by a host of regulators. Not only the Financial Conduct Authority that regulates us, but there are plenty that regulate us. But the FSCA is the biggest one, right? Because they can take our license away like that. They can say, no more long-term insurance license. No more short-term insurance license. No more investment license. There is our FSP number, our Financial Services Provider license number that we operate under. Go to the FSCA website, type in Constantia. You will see our licenses come up. Figure out whether you can trust this business or not. Not because I told you, because you went and did your homework. Right? That'll allow you to trust us more. Because when you go out and connect people, you must trust them. Right? You must trust us. You must be able to say, come look at a business. I trust the business. And so I'm happy to bring you in. Do that for yourself, guys. Right? It'll make you more passionate about the business. It will. The decision, you need to make a regular commitment to DuePoint. My worst is to see people come in, to get excited, to join, and then nothing. Why did they bother? I don't understand. Why did they bother? But there's a lot of those people, right? We can't really change it. But for you, my audience tonight, I want you to be the 100% audience. The ones that get stuck in regularly. This is not a day job. I'm not asking you for 8 hours a day. I'm asking you for a little bit of time every single day, not for my benefit, for your benefit. Who wants to go home and say to the family, I'm taking you to Mauritius, 5-star, all expenses paid trip. We're going to take a helicopter to the hotel after business class. Who wants to tell their family that? And not once, you're going to tell them every single year for the rest of their lives. And you can do that in 6 months at DuePoint. Do you want that? Go out this evening and tell someone about DuePoint. You might stuff it up. You might sound like an idiot, but you will learn from the process. And tomorrow you will be better when you tell someone. And in a week's time, you'll be even better. There is a shallow learning curve here at DuePoint. It doesn't take long. Getting started, register as a wealth engineer. The person hosting you can help you do that. Download the app for yourself. That is your money-making app. You can download it right now. Go to your Play Store. Don't take a photo of my screen. Go to the Play Store and download the DuePoint app. That's your money-making app, right? Make sure you download the app. Watch the training videos. The training videos, it's like an MBA wrapped in a month. It's an MBA wrapped in a month, completely free. Do you know how much an MBA costs today? They are cheap in South Africa. Let me tell you, to do an MBA in South Africa is cheap. It's cheap. Only 250,000. You want to know how much MBAs cost overseas? London, Europe, America, we're talking R1 million to do an MBA. Here, you can do an MBA in 30 days, and we don't give you the certificate because that costs money. And you can figure out how to get involved in a business that makes you money in your first month. Go watch the training, right? We've got an online training platform that you can share with everyone you introduce to the business. You can train your entire channel around the entire country every single week if you want to, right? And then if you want to start earning, you've got to connect 3 people. We don't pay you for 1, we don't pay you for 2, we only start paying you once you hit 3. So that is your first goal at DuePoint. The moment you join the business, you've got to figure out in your head, how do I get 3 people connected to my first point? Because if you can't do that, you're not going to make money at DuePoint. Figure out how to connect 3 people. Not in a year, in a week. Do it in a week. Do it in 1 week. You can do it in a day, but do it in a week. There's the social media platforms we're available on. The app's available for Apple and Android devices. Merchandise, very important. Get merchandise, folks. Get merchandise. I worked in advertising pretty much all my life before I joined DuePoint. I'm still involved in advertising. The merchandise is not a profit center for us. The merchandise is what wealth engineers need to show other people that they're speaking to that they take the business that they represent seriously. If you come here in your civvies, in your casuals, you're trying to introduce someone, you don't have a business card, you don't even have a notepad, you don't even have a cheap pen. How is that person supposed to take you seriously? You're not even invested in the business you think is going to make millions for you. Get invested in the business, right? If you can't afford the business cards, you get the 25 Rand notepad and you draw nice pictures for that person to show them what a channel looks like. Right? Show people that you're invested in the business. Not because I'm telling you to, because it'll help that person trust you a little bit more. Right? That is the whole principle of marketing and advertising and branding. DuePoint Encounter! I'm going to Durban on Saturday. Can you believe it? You're kind of from Durban. I'm going to Durban on Saturday. We've got our first encounter of 2020 where I get to spend a few hours with all our people down in Durban, right? And all the people that you invite. All the people that are inviting people in Durban are going to be building channels in Durban. So the wealth engineers I'm talking to, the people I'm reminding, I'm not reminding the Durban people there's an encounter on Saturday. I'm reminding everyone outside of Durban that there's an encounter in Durban. Why? Because if you're in Pofadder or Bombela or Cape Town or PE or Joburg, you should be inviting people to the Durban Encounter. Why? Because you don't have business coming out of Durban yet. You need to build your business in Durban, in KZN. This is the opportunity to do that. Right? We've got a couple already that have invited over 130 people already to the encounter. One couple, 130 people. Are they going to be making money out of Durban, do you think, next month? Yes. You want a business that is making money in every single province, right? Soon we're going to have on your app a little heat map of where your business is. It's going to show you a map of South Africa and it'll show you what your channel looks like. All over the country, you'll see little red dots, little blue dots. And if your only dot is in Joburg, then you're not taking advantage of this business, man. Right? This business is national. The technology allows you to build it anyway. So make sure you still got time. You've got 2 days. 1 day. You're going to phone people tonight. 1.5 days. You still have 1.5 days to invite people to the Durban Encounter. Do it. But I'm very much looking forward to going down to Durban. We've got a bittersweet relationship with people in Durban. Right? But I'll address that in the encounter. But I look forward to seeing those people then. Guys, I thank you for your time this evening. I hope it was informative. I hope that you see some hope, some light at the end of the tunnel. I hope that you see this business is built on the hope of prosperity. That it becomes a tool that can empower you, right? Don't ask people to empower you. You empower yourself. That's not empowerment. Handouts are not empowerment. That's charity. I don't feel better. I don't have dignity when I get handouts. Empowerment is about giving me the opportunity to build something myself. That is what this business is about. And I promise you, there is lots of dignity to be had. Lots of respect to be afforded in this business. When you build something, when you start building prosperity for your family, when you take your family on a business class trip, that feeling inside you cannot be replaced with anything else, right? Because you've built a stake in an insurance company on your own, right? With the support of all these people around you, but you've had to do it on your own. That is what we're offering. My hope for every person watching this now is that you will take this tool by the hand and build with it every single day, so that at the end of the year you have a prosperous December. Who had a prosperous December last December? That's not good enough. Kom si, kom sa. We're not about surviving in this business. We're about thriving. Kom si, kom sa. So. My December was so. I want you to have a wonderful December. When you still have money in your account in January, that's what I want. Who ran out of money in January? Don't put your hand up. All of us. We all ran out of money in January. I don't want that for you. I want prosperity. So go out and do it. If you have any questions, you're most welcome to come chat to me. My online viewers, thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Go speak to someone tonight. You never know. You could find a diamond tonight who goes and builds 1,000 people in your channel. You never know. Don't stop. Good luck, folks. Thank you.